Show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Sacramento Kings. And guys, for the Kings, they seem to be tapping into their full potential more and more as the season moves along. I think lately, we're seeing a more accurate picture of who this team really is than we saw in the early part of the season. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers. That's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like, I know this is our, 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
I didn't know the midpoint was the 82nd game. But anyway, injuries start to take a toll.
No, but we've done 87 2 games. Doesn't mean the teams.
We've done a lot of games in our role here in the
right. We get 2 games a night, remember?
On the set.
Yeah, anyway, I was saying the injuries, they start to take a toll. Not just the big ones, the little ones. Type of injuries I hate are the freak injuries. One time, Ernie, I was walking with my shoes off, stubbed my toe.
That's called barefoot.
That's a freak injury. Stubbed my toe, is out for 6 weeks. So you got to get rest, eat well.
Well, if you kick a brick wall, that's not a...
And man up.
Yeah, maybe you should. Here's Kevin Harlan. Barefoot.
Now let's get it all in perspective for all y'all enjoying it.
Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Well, it was the Sacramento Kings winning their last game against the New Orleans Pelicans. And that was a serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those 2 things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You win.
The tip, it's Utah. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. They've got Bellinelli, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Nene, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Gay in at the 3 spot. Here's Silk. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. George passes to Silk. 5 to shoot, cannot hit, and the Kings going the other way now. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
And, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Rondo dishes to Bellinelli. And now Utah, fast break. And stolen by Gay. Nene outside. Here's Bellinelli. Pass to Cousins. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's the monster. He's covered by Rondo. Rondo with the steal. The drive by Gay. No good with the elbow jumper.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's the monster. Bellinelli pulls it in.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Cousins, no good. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, George. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. The pass to the monster. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here is Doc. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Outside Rondo. Dishes to Cousins. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
The monster passes to Doc. The dish to Gobert. Knocked away. Taken away by Nene. Outside Rondo. Nene setting the pick for Rondo. And Cousins kicks to Gay. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Passes it to the monster. Takes the 3. And it's Nene with the rebound. Sacramento leading by 4. Rondo dishes to Nene. Gobert pulls it in.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Here's the monster. He really was a guy also who stepped up in that win against the Blazers.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Kings have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Gay outside. Back to Cousins. He feeds it to Rondo. And it's sent back by George. And now Utah fast break. Here's Silk. Gay with the block. And they'll keep possession. Gobert.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
That one is no good.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
The drive by Rondo. And it's sent back by George. Beyond 3. The monster passes to Doc. Here's the monster. He's covered by Rondo. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Elevates and powers in with one hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
Now here's Gay. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Feeds it to Gobert. Nobody near George. And Utah again with the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Gobert with a screen on run. Tipped away. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Rondo's got his first basket of the night.
And, you know, Rondo, a strange year shooting the ball last season. For a good stretch, he was shooting the same from the free throw line as he was from three-point range, about 30%.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Greg, you were talking about Rondo, and his shooting woes have been well documented. Clark, he tried to tap into Dirk's old shooting coach to help him out while in Dallas.
You know, a good portion of this might be mental at this point for Rondo. He is getting to the point in his career where I think it is what it is for him in regards to his shooting.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Utah. Here's the monster. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. In the corner, it's Hayward. Gobert against Cousins. The monster. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. 2 shots. The first one falls, and Utah making a change here. Isles checked in, and a change for the Kings. Collison's out there. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Screen by Cousins. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Cousins has got 6. Utah leading. Here's the monster. He's averaging almost 31 points a game right now, an extraordinary figure for any player to post. There's the pick. Inside, the 9-foot shot. And too long on the shot. The Kings have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Outside Collison. The feed to Cousins. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Got that one up quick. And that's now 6 points for Doc.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Earlier I spoke with George Karl. I asked him about the difficulty defensively against a team that's so smart and controlled offensively. He said that's a great point. They really do a terrific job of executing their offense. Not a lot of miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And down 1-0 in the season series, guys. We'll see if they can even it up.
Very good, Doris. Thanks. Well, guys, you think they'll be able to make that strategy work for them?
You know, they're a very high percentage shooting team. So he's right to focus on playing the tight D. As for whether it'll work, we'll see.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your hat. Even tough D can be outdone by good offense. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Stockton's checked in for the monster. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Nene. Caron Butler's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Ben McLemore in for Bellinelli. Now here's McLemore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Outside Collison. 5 on the clock. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Utah comes into this one after the win against the Trailblazers.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Now here's Butler after Gordon Hayward's miss. 13 feet away. that one wide left.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
From deep. And it's Hayward again missing. The Kings trail by 7. Collison with it. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Here's Silk. The Kings getting the bucket. Back to Stockton. It's taken away by Collison. That's tipped. Silk passes to Hayward. Rebound by the Kings. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. A drive by Collison. It's blocked. And now Utah fast break.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders.
You know, I don't think all the time that defensive-minded teams get the credit they deserve. And sometimes I think that teams like this aren't as exciting to watch. But you know what? It's effective. Limiting your opponent's points goes a long way towards giving you the results you're looking for.
Here is Doc. He's got 11. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. There's Lyles. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Sacramento again missing. Utah leading by 7. Kicks it to Stockton. That's to Silk. Shoots from the right block. And stolen by Kufis. Collison dishes to Casper. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
Utah's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Stockton outside. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Nice ball movement by Utah. Hayward goes in. Misses the layup.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
That's good. Here is Doc. 3 seconds left. Can't hit. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Utah leads by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
The Kings trail by 3 on the floor for Sacramento. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Caspi is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the 1.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Ingles. Drops in the tray. Ingles has got the first basket of the second quarter for Utah.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
Nene, he's checked in for the Kings. Bellinelli comes in for Ben McLemore. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Utah.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
For a long time, critics have gotten on Gay for his lack of efficiency, but he quieted some of those voices Clark last year with his play and stats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, across the board, he made nice improvements, not only in his scoring, but also his ability to create shots for others.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
4 on the clock. From deep. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he hits the first of 3. The second from the line. And he makes all 3. Here's Ingles. The pass to the monster. He kicks it to George. He dishes it to Ingles. George with the screen on Gay. Here's the monster. They get it back. And it's George finishing it off.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft. I don't even think it's in his vocabulary.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And so here's Sacramento after the basket by Utah. Rondo kicks to the net. Unloads from 13. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. He's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
He misses the free throw. And getting back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine.
Here's the monster. Hayward outside for the 3. And it's Nene with the rebound. Nene's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Screen by Cousins. Gay drives in. Gobert with the defensive effort.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of that.
That pushes it to double digits. Hayward's got his 2nd basket of the night.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and any time you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
You know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just 1 basket away from winning it all.
The Kings trail by 10. Going back to Hayward, he took that buzzer beating half-court shot that would have won his school the championship. You actually called that game, and it did hit the backboard and rim, but unfortunately did not go in.
Well, Hayward's the kind of guy who's willing to put his team on his back and try to carry him. He's willing to take that responsibility on. Whether he can deliver at the highest level, time will tell.
One thing you can say about Rajon Rondo's career, he's come up big in the biggest of games, had 6 steals in the closeout game that gave Boston its 17th championship. Remember that back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers?
I really do. And after that Boston win in the series against the Lakers, Phil Jackson called Rondo the star of Game 6. Everyone had always talked about the Big Three in Boston. That year, it was the Big Four.
Now here's Hayward. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Shot clock at 2. George, that's a 2-pointer. Rondo with the rebound. The Kings trail by 8.
And, you know, guys, on the topic of Rondo, you look at his playoff career now. I mean, in 2009, he averaged nearly a triple-double in the postseason. I mean, this guy has great instincts, but he has to have the ball to orchestrate the way he's most effective.
Here's the monster. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Rondo with it. Now defended by Hayward. Rondo passes to Bellinelli. Ingles with the rebound.
And going back to what we were saying, what you hope with Rondo is that he can get back to his full level of confidence. He tore the ACL in 13. He was traded in 14. He lost his way a little bit. But he's still young enough to have several really good years in front of him.
Here's Cousins after Gordon Hayward's bucket. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Marcus Cousins can really be unstoppable at times on offense. He's shown stark volleyers ever since he stepped into the NBA. It wasn't until last season when he was voted to the All-Star game.
And back to Cousins last year. He was the first Sacramento King to appear in an All-Star game, which is hard to believe in over a decade. That is a long stretch, a long drought.
I'll tell you what, no question, he's been doing a lot of heavy lifting here early in his career. But I tell you what, you surround him with some sick talent, and I can see rings in this young man's future.
Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point. But Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
Now here's Rondo. He had 10 points in the win against New Orleans.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboard, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Utah leading by 8. Here's the monster, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to strike for 2.
And with that Cousins story about the writer, Cousins actually called him out about that failed prediction. I mean, they made amends, however, with the writer eating his words and donating to a charity of Cousins' choice.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, and for Cousins, it's never been a question of talent. I mean, many are glad to see that he's been able to stay focused really for the first stretch of his career.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The Kings trail by 10. Outside Rondo. Cousins with a screen for Rondo. The drive by Cousins. And it's sent back by Short. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Lyles checked in for Utah. Screen by Cousins. Rondo. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Utah leading by 10. Right wing. Here's the monster. He's covered by Rondo. That's to Gobert. That's tipped. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. Takes a shot at the elbow. That's good from Gay on the assist by Bellinelli. 9 points for Rudy Gay.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
It's stolen. Here's Bellinelli. Here's Rondo. Here's Cousins. That drops. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's the monster. Passes it to Lyles. It's tipped. Gay with the block. They get it back. Nice ball movement by Utah. Just 2 to shoot. Takes a 3. No luck. Great D that time from Rondo. The Kings trail by 6. Dishes it to Gay. He feeds it to Cousins. Rondo with it. Now defended by Hayward. Rondo kicks to Gay. No good from outside.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Utah leading by 6. Here's the monster. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Cousins with a screen on Hayward. There's the dish to Bellinelli. Screen by Cousins. Here's the floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Bellinelli's got his first points in this one.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Here's Lyles. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Ingles. Nailed from three-point land.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's the screen. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Utah's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And Hayward gets it to go.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now here's Rondo. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Different look for Utah. Silks check in for Rudy Gobert. Doc comes in for Joe Ingles. And Stockton subbed in for the Monster. And so here's Sacramento. They trail by 11. A drive by Collison. That's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Pass to Silk. Feeds it to Hayward. Kept alive. Is again. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
There's the feed to McLemore. But they get it back. Koufos dishes to McLemore. They set the pick. Butler goes in. Terrific design on the pick foot. He lays it in.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Stockton. uses the glass to finish the layup. Stockton's got the lead up to 11 now for Utah.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Kicks to Casper. Hayward against Butler. And there's the pass to McLemore. He dishes it to Casper. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Collison. The teardrop falls in. Collison's got 6 points.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Stockton outside. Passes to Dodd. Hayward outside. Fader on the way. And Utah again with the bucket.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The Kings trail by 11. Pass to McLemore. He kicks to Casper. To the inside. And there's McLemore on the assist by Caspi. McLemore's got his first bucket of the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Butler up and in on the layup. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that.
Stockton against Collison. Stockton passes to Hayward. Good on the three-point shot. Hayward's got 13 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The drive by Collison. Dishes to McLemore. Here's Caspi, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities to get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
George is checked in for Utah. And both free throws good for Caspi. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Out left to the wing. Here's Wiles. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists in the game.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
Now here's McLemore. Right side, Collison. Utah called for the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Throw good, Darren Collison. Collison hits them both. Doc got it off in time, but it's no good. And so that's the end of the first half. Utah out in front. They lead by 8. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Karan, just a quick question before you head off to the locker room. What's the key strategy in a game like tonight's facing this type of team?
I mean, you just got to protect the paint. They got, great guys that's, on the perimeter knocking down shots. So, run them off the shots and, make them into facilitators and playmakers.
You guys certainly accomplished that, Karan. Thank you so much. Over to you guys.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Kings.
Well, they're losing the battle on the boards. And when you're struggling to stay in the game, a few extra rebounds either way can make the difference. Because rebounds equal possessions, and possessions can equal extra points. They need to come out in the second half with the mindset that every rebound is theirs.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Third quarter about to get going.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he's got 13 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Utah. The monster out there with Doc. Then it's Thunder. Then it's Silk. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Bellinelli. Count that one.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time. And, you know, guys, Marco Bellinelli really hit his stride 2 seasons ago. He was way up across the board as a shooter and assist man. Even his rebounding had improved over his career averages. But then last year, he took a bit of a step back.
Here's the monster. Fires from the wing. And it's Gay with the rebound. The Kings trail by 5. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Knocked loose. And the shot's good from Nene. Nene's got his second bucket of the night.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined. Hit the soft touch tonight.
And he gets it to go. Talking about Bellinelli, he won the NBA three-point shootout back in 2014. Looked like he'd perfected his stroke. That gave him, Greg, confidence in every other part of his game.
And talent is one thing, but confidence truly does trump almost everything else. And he just didn't seem to have it last season, but he has that craftiness and high-level skill set to really bounce back this year and prove that he's the real deal.
Well, monster, Gobert with a wide-open look, and he can't bank that one in. The Kings trail by 5. The dish now to Gay. From 15 feet away. Rebound, Utah. Doc's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's the monster. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Silk. Nails the 16-footer. Silk's got 4 points this quarter.
My goodness. How about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
When you're hot, you're hot. And he is absolutely scorching.
Now, here's Nene. He's got 5. Down low. Gobert with the block. Here's the monster. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And it's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
So far, his shot selection has been questionable. A lot of tough, contested shots. If I'm coaching, I might sit him down for a minute.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. outside Rondo. He feeds it to Cousins. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
Utah leading by 9. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Feeds to Gobert. Silk passes to George. Nice ball movement by Utah. The drive by Gobert. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Utah, they have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. And he makes the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides. But there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from DeMarcus Cousins. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out. Here is Doc. 11 points in the game. Pass to Gobert. Tries from 7. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 7 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Rondo dishes to Cousins. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 16 points here for Cousins.
Rondo with a nice dish.
Here's the monster and the rejection by Cousins. Now Rondo. Cousins with a screen for Rondo. To the paint. And home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Joe Ingles comes in for Thunder. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Doc. Here's the monster. And he converts the layup. The monster's got 8.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. And here's Hayward. The pass to the monster. From the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss. Nene's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Bellinelli kicks to Rondo. Some art, and it's good on the way in. Rondo's got 6.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Get this update now from Doris Berg, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, George Karl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He was intent on running the offense through DeMarcus Cousins. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. The Kings trail by 5. Collison, the pass to Caspi. No luck. And it's Utah the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. In the corner, it's Hayward. Now the feed to Gobert. Ingles passes to Silk. Rebound by Caspi. Kings have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. The drive by Collison. Here's Cousins. And the shot is good. Cousins has got 9 points here in the second half.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Here's the monster. Sacramento grabs the miss.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Right side, Collison kicks it to Castro. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Utah leading by 3. To the left wing. Here's Ingles. 6 points for him. Pass it to Silk. The 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Caspi's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Kings. They get it back. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Caspi.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Utah calls timeout.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. Recipe.
Following the three-pointer by Utah. Pass to Kufis. Here's the monster. The basket drops and gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Utah.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Stockton's checked in for Joe Ingles. The Kings trail by 7. Collison dishes to Casper. Outside Collison. At the top of the key, Caspi. He kicks it to McLemore. 5 to shoot. Collison. Rebound, Utah. A strong season from Darren Collison cut short last year. Greg shut down at the end of last February.
Yeah, he had that issue with his hip, and that kind of ended things for him in what had been a promising season. A shame, since he was having the best of his career today.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. He dishes it to Kufis. And McLemore gets to Caspi. Steps back and shoots. It's hauled in by Lyle.
Collison was having a career year last year, guys. I mean, 16 points a game was a career high for him, and he also shot more threes than ever before.
Here's the monster. He's got 11. There's the pass to Silk. Here's the monster. Shoots the 3. Shot is off.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Butler kicks to Caspi. The drive by Collison. Oh, that's good. There's Lyles. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Ben McLemore.
And I think even in the injury-shortened season, Collison showed he is still a starter in the NBA. Now, he's been used as a super six man in the past, but he's just as effective, I believe, at starting the game.
And Utah making a change here. George is checked in. Both good from the line that time.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. But they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Here is Caspi. He's got 6.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
76% on the season from the foul line.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Doc, he's checked in for the Monster. And he can't hit the second. Utah leading by 8. Here is Doc. He's got 13. He was all alone on that one. 10 points here for George.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The drive by Collison. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. On the McLemore. That's good. McLemore's got 5.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Here is Doc. Dishes it to George. And Kowalski is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Talk about great numbers for George. He's got 13 points, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse.
And because of that, there's now a major intimidation factor working in their favor.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Three-pointer, Hayward. Kufis grabs the miss. Kufis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Collison. There's the screen. On deep, McLemore. Rebound, Utah. Silk's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And he knocks down the first one.
So they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of it.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Collison. Butler on the wing. Back to Collison. 5 on the clock. It's tipped. One-on-one fast break. And he gets it to go. 14 points for Silk.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Utah out in front. They finish off the third quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here is Doc on the floor for Sacramento. Nene is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Gay in at the 3.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Outside Rondo. Nene, the pass to Cousins. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Gobert, the screen. It's tipped to the paint. Passes it to Doc. Outside, George. Clock at 6. Hayward from outside. George passes to Doc, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Monsters checked in for Utah. The dish to Gay. 13 feet away. Gobert pulls it in.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Here's the Monster. He's guarded by Cousins. A three from George. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Rondo dishes to Gay. A fadeaway. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Here's Doc. Back to Hayward. And the rejection by Cousins. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Clock at 4. Here's the Monster. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And Utah leads by 17. Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Nene, the screen. Hayward against Rondo to the inside. The shot by Nene, no good.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
The first one falls.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Doc. He has 14 points and 3 blocks. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And Nene has it in the corner. Gay drives in. Another miss by Gay.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Doc. Rebound by the Kings.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Rondo with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. And the shot's good from Nene.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's the Monster. He's covered by Rondo. Over to the wing. Here's George. And he makes it look easy. Jumping it hard with one hand.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cotton. Here, dry spell for sure.
And you look at Thunder, what a contribution.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Timeout called by the Kings. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Rondo kicks to Cousins. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Cousins has got 25 points in the game.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
Here's the Monster. Gobert, the screen. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Off target from three-point range.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Feeds it to Bellinelli. can't hit. Hayward with some nice D. Utah leading by 16. The monster passes to Hayward. Drills it from outside.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Here's Rondo. Gay outside. He feeds it to Cousins. Nene, the screen. Now Bellinelli. Nene, the screen. Rondo kicks to Gay. 6 on the shot clock. Can't hit from 12.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Here's George. And again, it's Utah.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passes of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Silks checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Utah has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. The monster passes to Hayward. Rondo with the steal. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Here's Nene. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And Nene, a guy with an incredibly strong start to his career in Denver. The first Brazilian to ever be selected in the first round. Voted, as you may recall, to the NBA All-Rookie team.
Yeah, it came into the league just a tremendously raw talent. Really developed faster than a lot of people expected, but what has been the case for him is the injury bug. I mean, the knee, the foot, shoulder, Achilles, you name it, he's had it, and it's hindered his career somewhat.
And cancer. He's beaten cancer.
That's very good point.
Yeah, you know, going back to Nene, in 14 years, he's been able to suit up for roughly 65% of the games. That's tough on the team's continuity on both ends of the floor. Injuries have been a part of that, though, and oftentimes those are beyond the player's control.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Nene with it. George picks him up. Nene, the screen. Bellinelli dishes to Nene. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know, guys, the thing with Nene, he helps you in so many ways when he's in there. He's hard to back down in the post. He eats up space. Tough to get around on picks. He has the toughness that champions are made of.
That one misses.
You look at what Nene has done so far. 9 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
Inside, Silk is thrown down hard with both hands.
That's leadership. Really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
The monster passes to George. And that one's good. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Rondo kicks to Gay.
And in today's NBA, it's all about spacing on offense. It used to be more about finding matchups to exploit. Now it is all about opening up great looks by spreading the floor.
Right side George. Pass to Silk. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's the monster. He's covered by Rondo. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Sacramento making a switch here. Collison's out there. Here's the monster. The feed now to Hayward. And the pass to down. The 3 from George. Bellinelli pulls it in. Bellinelli's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Cousins dishes to Collison. Back to Cousins. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got 4 assists now tonight.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
The monster passes to Doc. Here's the monster. Bellinelli is covering.
I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Jumps up. Rejected by Collison. It's Nene, high post, from the line. No good. George with the defensive effort. Utah leading by 19 points. Passes it to the monster. To the middle. Here's Silk. And a dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah. He is so smooth. Even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique. That combination of power and polish.
Utah has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The 3-ball, and the shot is good. And that's now 20 points for the monster.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Ladies and gentlemen, next team.
A different look for Utah. Portis, he's checked in for George. Lyle comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Stockton subbed in for Doc. Here's Bellinelli off the inbound. He takes it up and lays it in.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Utah leading by 20. Here's the monster. 7-foot shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his second personal foul.
Free throw good. Portis.
Bobby Portis at the line for 2.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
They're doing a great job here in the second half. They've brought their free throw percentage up quite a bit. And that's winning basketball. That's one of the ingredients in winning basketball. Good free throw shooting.
Nene kicks to Gay. They get a hand on it. Nene setting the pick for Collison. Drains it from beyond the arc.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
There's the pick. Pass to Wiles. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Nene's got 8 rebounds in this game. Gay kicks to Nene. Outside Collison. Here's Cousins. And he overshot that one, missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Clark Wiles, one of the many great players to come out of Kentucky and be eligible for this draft. He didn't wow as much as his teammates. I'm telling you what, he can play.
He's got a lot of game. He's actually one of my sleepers, Kevin, because he can do everything well. He can handle it. He goes both ways. He can shoot it. He defends. Really good IQ. I like this guy as being a surprise producer as an NBA player.
Here's Cousins. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Utah leading by 20.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total miss.
Clark, an all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so it'll boost this year.
Certainly, they've had the edge in this matchup.
Now they've got their sights set on that sweep, Greg, 3-zip. And given what's going on in the first few games, my guess is that's what's going to happen.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for the monster. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And guys, with Lyles playing out of position can be a blessing and a curse. I mean, he didn't get to play in his comfort zone and put up big numbers, but his skill set grew from the minutes he had to spend outside of that comfort zone.
Joe Ingles is checked in for Utah.
Tell you what I like about Lyles is that he has a bit of an old man game about him. He's an old head, plays within himself, good at every small intangible thing on the court, just has a real nice feel for how to play.
And Koufos drops them both.
And Kosta Koufos, an excellent rotation center. I mean, he gets after it on the inside. He'll give you some rebounds, can block some shots. He's made himself into a factor.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Lyles. 6 to shoot. The fader gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark, Craig, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan player of the game? He was a powerful offensive weapon tonight, scoring a double-double with points and assists, and that was the catalyst for this victory.
He was completely in sync with the whole team tonight, and you can see that in the assist numbers, which were spectacular, I might add. It's hard to imagine him having a better night passing the basketball. Man.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them. It's not always about how much you get, but when you get those points up on the board.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.